Big game over at Lincoln Financial Field this Friday night as the severely declining Temple Owls look to turn their season around when they host the SMU Mustangs at home in Week 8. The Owls have been absolute money burners for backers this season, going 1-6 against the spread, which includes a 1-3 ATS mark at home. Also, even worse for them is the fact that, Temple haven't even been remotely close in covering those spreads either. Texas, San Antonio being pretty much the only one where they're in the ballpark, as the Owls have been outstripped on the handicap line by an average margin of 13.25 points per game across just their last 4 matchups. That's an absolutely huge margin to be underperforming to that degree, I should say, on a point spread basis. So the bookmakers have, really struggled to set a line low enough in terms of just how poor the Owls have actually, been this year. That said, they may finally be starting to catch up here as Temple enters this one with their highest receiving handicap going all the way back to their Week 4 clash against the Miami Hurricanes. So that is pretty telling here, considering they faced an SMU team in this one that has won just one of their 3 road games so far this season. The key for SMU in this one will be, to utilize a defense that ranks as one of the best defenses in the entire AAC this year. They rank top 2 in the conference in defensive touchdowns, passing yards allowed, scoring defense, and total defense as well. And they've already done a great job of shutting down both East Carolina and Oklahoma in road games so far this season. The Sooners needed a late fourth quarter rally in that game against SMU back in Week 2, to really pull away late. And the Mustangs showed why they're such a solid outfit last time out as well, restricting East Carolina to just 10 total points in that game with a 25% third down conversion percentage as well. Like any conference rivalry game, 18.5 points, a time of recording at least, is a huge point spread to cover. I get it, obviously, given how poor Temple have been up to this point in the season. But at the end of the day, the bookmakers are usually pretty sharp at correcting early season errors. And after opening the season to the tune of a 1-6 ATS mark, I'm expecting long-term, at least, for backers to potentially make some money on this Temple Owls team to close out the season. That said, I certainly can't trust them in this spot, given their offensive issues, especially against solid defenses as well, of which, SMU are certainly one. Just 7 points scored against Miami back in Week 4, 7 points scored against Rutgers just 2 weeks prior to that as well. So instead of picking a side here, I'd rather be on the under 57 points instead, especially considering Temple ranks an abysmal 119th in the country on scoring offense this season. Let me know what you guys think anyway in the comment section down below. If you want to get a full $30 off my 7-day all-access pass for this week only, use code 7PASS to take advantage of that, 7PASS. And as always, don't forget, if you enjoyed the content, hit that like button, make sure and subscribe down below. And for even more great betting previews, be sure to click on one of the other links posted on your screen right now.